so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred.
Meaning credentials.
Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls.
In the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Jets.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Buddy up. 34's your mic. He's coming. Check in. Check in. Get in the right room. Get in the right room.
A run at Sayers' right side. Oh, a nice spin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now Sayers, and an alley to run. And now look at this, big gain but a fumble, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Now, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that would be considered a fumble.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vick incomplete. It was knocked away. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Vick. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Running from the gun with Henry. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He can run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. A first down carry for Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So that last penalty making this third down much more manageable. Third down, 4 yards to go. Jackson from the shotgun. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
And now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score, and the Jets have taken the lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run. This is Sayers. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Vick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second fast.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Sean Lee in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Jackson now. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Julio Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Gano the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They run with Sayers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a third down. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
I'm coming after you. Where's 52? Watch the second.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He completes it to Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sean Lee able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, he's going to look deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. 26 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And Vic's throw there, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with the Hall of Famer Sayers. And he'll wind up with about 6. Up. Past the 30 to the 31.
Yeah, baby.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Check tight, check tight, check tight. Out, 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 out.
On 3rd down, Vic out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing behind Orlando. He'll have stat. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Vic. And he slings one that's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On the give, this is Sayers. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As his guys are back within a single score.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Jackson, that's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a second down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Mike 51. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51.
To throw again on second down. Jackson, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Definitely worth taking in our deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Rush in. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Again, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out. And
forces 4th down. Now Jackson, flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Caught by Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Jackson now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. And this is caught. It's Parker. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Go. 51, shut up. 51's the mic. Know your job. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. I'm coming.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's third down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check 6 down. 51, Mike 51.
I'm coming.
Hey, Mike 51. Hey, defense.
From the gun, Jackson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's fourth down.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Again, they'll run with Sayers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Check 52.
Now a give, running left, it's Sayers. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that's... over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On third down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vick incomplete. It was knocked away. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's a give now to Sayers. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Where's 52? Let's go. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Operating from the gun. Vick firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Right through. Hey, tight down. There you go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 17 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to let it go deep run. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Line of scrimmage, again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. To throw again. This is the tight end, Njoku. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block.
Cut. Check 99.
Play action. It's Jackson. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. He completes it to Henry. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
You. Watch the set.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point try good by Gano, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And an alley to run. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And, boy, he did it there.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now they try the right side here. Room here to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the left.
And that's caught inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Just like that. 25, check 25.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson operating from the gun, eluding the pressure right. This complete to Jones. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check 52 to Mike.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A.J. Green, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Vic goes play action. Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. Geno Atkins got home that time.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Sayers. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from a yard out as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Throwing is Jackson, escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Go to set. Hey, let's go. I got one. Switch. Mike 51. Danny.
Now Jackson. Jones has it. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's go. It's a run. Go, Cap. 51's the mic, boy. 51. Let's go, defense.
First throw in overtime now for Jackson. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Give to Cook out of the gun. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, come on. 51 to mine. Get ready. Get ready. Anyway. Chance.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. He's got Green. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. It puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Partner, a great game that we got to see.